Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Peterman here, your steadfast advocate for health. Back in the saddle after a 7-day vacation. Woo-hoo-hoo! Boy, oh boy, do I have a story to tell. Fate's a funny thing. Is not fate a funny thing? I'm flying back to the United States. Was in Mexico for a couple days. Flying back to the United States. I think it was a 3.5-hour flight, 4-hour flight. I'm sitting next to a first-year medical student. He's going to some medical school in Chicago. He's a nice kid, really nice kid. I think he was from, Sudanese. Very, very mild-mannered, very nice young man, and I gave him both barrels. I mean, I came down hard on the kid. In retrospect, you know, it was the third leg of 3 flights. I was a little exasperated. Had some baggage issues, had to run to catch the plane because of delays in takeoff due to mechanical errors, and you know how it goes if you're a traveler. So anyway, I'm on the plane, and the kid tells me that he's a first-year medical student studying MD-directed allopathic medicine, and my freaking head exploded. I feel sorry for the kid in retrospect. Nice young man. You know, after I calmed down a little bit, we had a conversation, but it was telling to me because it reiterated and reaffirmed what I've been saying all along. And I have been out of the academic loop for years, you know. I mean, my experience with MD medical students now is based on stuff that happened 24 years ago, because that's when I was doing medical school, and then before that pre-med. And I was around all of these allopathic students all of the time back in the day. So, and I am happy, or quite frankly saddened to tell you that things haven't changed. In fact, they've gotten worse. Because the fact of the matter is that this young man's perspective was that he was practicing medicine, and everybody else was alternative to what he did, and that, you know, it's going to be a great thing, that in the future he was sure that there's going to be more acceptance of naturopathy as more research gets published, and as this, that, and the other thing happens. And I looked at the kid and I said, really? My colleague, Dr. Wallach, was in charge of $25 million of federally funded research. He found the cause and the cure for cystic fibrosis. He published it. They fired him. They fired him. I said that the only people doing medical research now are the pharmaceutical industry. I want you to ask your professor or go to the dean of the college and see who's funding the medical research that you're doing at your medical school. Who's funding it? Who's giving you the money? Where's the money come from? What's the research about? It's all about pharmaceutical this and pharmaceutical that, and you know the drill. They'll come up with a new drug. They do 100 studies about it, and 90 of which show bad results and 10 of which show good results, and they only publish the 10 good results. So it was interesting to me on a number of levels, because it was an eye-opener for me, because things hadn't changed. I mean, things haven't changed in the wonderful world of medical education. These young men and young women actually think that they're being trained in medicine. They're not. They're being trained in allopathic reductionism. Allopathic reductionism is one piece of the pie of medical science. But the social engineering, the manipulation, the inculturization, culture, whatever, informs people incorrectly. Brainwashes, dare I use that word out loud? Sounds like such a conspiracy theory word. Encourages people to think. How's that? Encourages people to think that MD-directed medicine is medicine and everybody else is alternative to MD-directed medicine. No, it's not. MD-directed medicine is one piece of the pie of medical science. But even the medical students don't know that it's one piece of the pie. They think it's the whole Megillah. They think it's the big enchilada. They think it's the be-all, end-all. And everybody else has to just do the research and knuckle down, and then you'll get respect, and then everybody can join hands around the fire and sing Kumbaya. I also told him, I asked him what conditions his profession could cure. What conditions? I mean, what are you being taught? Are you being taught how to cure disease? Didn't have an answer for that. And then I told him that my profession had decades of positive experience with helping people to get on the other side of chronic illness, high blood pressure issues, blood sugar issues, knee and joint issues, heart issues, lung issues. Told them it. Told them that we knew the cause and how to eliminate all of the symptoms of heartburn. I asked him what caused heartburn. He said he didn't know. I told him. I told him that we had solutions, science-based, clinically verified solutions for all of this crap, and he didn't want to know more. He did not want to know more. He said, oh, I've got to study. I was coming down hard on the kid. I really was. And in retrospect, I feel sorry. Well, maybe. Not really. No, I don't. I don't feel sorry at all. If you wanted to enjoy all of the social cachet, if you want to enjoy all of the benefits that come to you from aligning yourself with the allopathic medical profession, if that's your goal, and nobody's holding a gun to your head making you go to medical school, nobody's held your family hostage and said, I'm going to blow their heads off unless you graduate with an MD after your name, then, you know, you've got to be willing to take a hit. You want to play football, you got to be willing to take a hit. So his profession's the leading cause of death in the United States. He took a hit. His profession's the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States. He took a hit. While his profession's been in control of the medical arena, keeping all other licensed and regulated physicians off of the playing field, aggressively instigating propaganda, unfair propaganda, malicious propaganda against the chiropractors, against the naturopaths, convicted in federal court of the 10-year slander campaign against the chiropractors. While they've been in charge, healthcare has descended into the depths of disease management. Alzheimer's has skyrocketed. He took a hit. High blood pressure, heart disease, skyrocketing, even after $20 billion a year in sales of statin drugs. He took a hit. Autism, risen from 1 out of 10,000 to 1 out of 50,000. He took a hit. 1 out of 50. 1 out of 50. He took a hit. If you're older than 50, you know anybody when you were a kid that was autistic? Anybody? If you're older than 50, you know anybody that has Alzheimer's when you were a kid? No. The answer is no. Resoundingly no. Maybe 1 out of 20,000 listeners will. Maybe. I didn't know anybody that had weird things like that when I was a kid. Thank you, bus driver MD. But because of the social manipulation that's taken place here, and I'm using the word manipulation on purpose because I believe, either by hook or by crook, either on purpose or unintentionally, it was either an on-purpose program or it just was a fallout of the utter monopolization of the market. That's probably what it was. A fallout of the monopolization of the medical market. Everybody in the flippin' world has become conditioned to believe that the MD is God. The MD knows everything. The MD has the secret decoder ring to all things medical. As a matter of fact, they own the term medicine. Your MD calls himself a medical doctor. That should be illegal. But it's not. Because they hold all the cards. And they suck at what they do. But because they have monopolized and manipulated the medical marketplace, because they are the sole healthcare providers, they're the only doctors that you have access to. They're the only doctors that your insurance pays for. They're the only doctors that they do TV shows about. They're the only doctors that they give research money to. They're the only ones that can legally practice medicine in all 50 states and legally call themselves physicians in all 50 states. Because they're the only ones. When they screw up, we give them a pass. And it's killing us. It's killing us. It's killing us. 500,000 people, 400,000, let's not exaggerate, 400,000 people a year die from illnesses related to heart attacks, which are a direct result of sporting activity, while they're under the watchful eye of the MD. And whose fault is that? It's the MDs. 12 women a day, or is it 12 women a day or 12 women a month? I think it's 12 women a day in the U.S. die from prescription medication pain overdoses that the MDs gave them. 780,000 people a year killed by MD-directed therapeutics. We give them a pass. You know the drill. Spent nearly $1 billion on cancer research, and we're not even closer to becoming to a cure for cancer. And, you know, met a guy about 4 weeks ago. I've known this guy for a long time. He's an avid. He works out. He's like a weekend warrior athlete. He's trying to be healthy. He watches what he eats. He runs 2-3 miles every day. You know, he's good. You know. Went to the doctor with a pain in his arm about 4 weeks ago. 95% blockage in one of his coronary arteries. He's had chronic heartburn, chronic problems with falling asleep. His doctor told him, and there was also calcium deposition in the arteries. His doctor told him that the problem was too much calcium. He needed to stay away from calcium supplements, which is exactly the opposite. You wouldn't listen to me. Wouldn't listen to anything that I had to say, and he's going to die because of it. He's going to die young because of it. Cholesterol doesn't cause arteries to clog. Cholesterol is not the culprit, and calcium doesn't lodge in the walls of arteries because there's calcium in the blood. There's other stuff going on that makes these things happen. Calcium and magnesium deficiencies cause calcium to pile up in your arteries, and chronic consumption of all the wrong foods, chronic consumption of free radicals, acrylamide, heterocyclic amines cause arteries to get inflamed, and then your body fixes the inflammation with cholesterol. It's all upside down and inside out. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, fire your MD. Call me instead, and I'm glad to be back. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health, back in the saddle. December 2nd, 2013, Monday, December 2nd, 2013. Let's go right to the phones. The phones are hot, baby. The phones are hot today. People must have missed me. Noel is up from New Jersey first. Hey, Noel, Thanks for the phone call. What's going on?
I'm living in Mytown, New Jersey. I'm living in nursing home, 77 Madison Avenue, right in front of the hospital. I'm diabetic from I'm 93, I'm diabetic, and then the diabetes works more, and then I find myself in the hospital, and I find myself in the nursing home, and then I have kidney failure. I have to go dialysis 3 times a week, and then I have bowel movement, but not plenty. Unit, sometimes 5 days for unit, but the way I unit is a little bit. A unit come.
Right, so you've got type 2 diabetes. And you've got kidney failure. You're in dialysis 3 times a week, right?
Yeah.
And how's your sleep at night? How's your sleep at night?
Well, I sleep, I sleep. Yeah.
And how's your energy during the day?
Well, I energy sometimes I feel like a Josie sometimes.
And how old are you, Noel?
I'm 68.
68 years old. And when did this stuff all start getting bad for you? How many years ago?
The diabetes.
Yeah, well, the whole thing. When did everything start going south for you with
I diabetes from 93, but in 2007, they take down worries some more, and then I find myself to the hospital and then leave. From the hospital, come over the nursing home over here.
Yeah, so it's been about a 10-year slow slide into despair, right?
Yeah, still in the nursing home.
Yeah. Okay. All right, brother. So look, from our point of view, type 2 diabetes is caused by not enough trace minerals in the body, that you're lacking in trace minerals, specifically vanadium and chromium. There's a whole bunch of other minerals that your body needs in order to metabolize sugar appropriately. And when your kidneys fail, most of the time, it's because the blood flow inside the kidneys is clogged up. It's like a drain in the sink that gets clogged. So we've had lots of people who've been on dialysis and who get on board with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition, and they're able to stop dialysis because the kidneys clear up. We've had lots of people with type 2 diabetes get on board with our programs, and all of a sudden their blood sugars are normal. So how much do you weigh?
My way we 190.
All right. How did you hear about this radio show, by the way?
Well, I last night I called a friend. Then there's a lady here named Donna. So Donna give me this number. So let's call this doctor this evening about 10 to 4. So,
yeah, okay, good. So I'm going to tell you what to do, and I want you to get back in touch with Donna.
Yeah.
And she'll tell you how to get the nutritional supplements that I recommend at the wholesale price, and she'll also tell you how to take them and hold your hand, okay?
Okay. So get back to touch. She said when I finish, I must call her back. So I'm going to call her back.
All right. So tell her that you need, that Dr. Glidden recommends to support and promote the structure and function of your body.
Yeah.
Two healthy blood sugar packs.
Yeah.
2 healthy blood sugar packs.
Yeah.
4 bottles of selenium. You spell that S like Sam, E, L like Larry, E, N-I-U-M. 4 selenium.
Excuse me. So when I call Diane, when I call her, tell her, she will call you, and you tell her?
All right. So tell her that you want 4 bottles of selenium.
So she can call you?
No. I'm going to tell you. Do you have something to write with right now?
Hold on a little bit.
All right. You need to write some stuff down here, and then we'll be able to move on and get her done. And this is how it goes, ladies and gentlemen, a slow slide into despair if you're under the care of the MDs, because it's not really care, it's just management, right? They're not interested in helping you get healthy. They're interested in, I don't know what the heck they're interested in, keeping you alive for another month, at the cost of $70,000 a day. What? It's nuts. Are you back with me, Noel?
Yeah, Doug.
All right, brother. So here it is. I've only got 50 seconds, so we have to be fast.
Yeah.
Ready? All right.
Hold on. Okay.
Two healthy blood sugar packs.
2 healthy blood sugar pack?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. 4 bottles of...
What, could you spell that for me?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Blood sugar pack. She'll know what it is. Blood sugar pack. 4 selenium. 1 ultimate daily caps. 1 ultimate daily. 1 ultimate daily. 4 selenium. 2 healthy blood sugar packs. Sorry I don't have more time, buddy. I got to scram. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back. Stick around. Hey, Cyber Monday. Whoever dreamed that up was genius. I don't know. Cyber Monday, whatever. That's where we're at today. And the team at drglidden.com is not to be outdone. If you are an insider, if you have been on the fringe wanting to be an insider but just can't handle the $195 a year, which, by the way, is peanuts, sign-up fee, or $20 a month, $195 a year. You sign up for a year, you get 2 months free. It's $195. Be the best $195 you've ever spent. Grow your business. Grow your longevity business strongly, quickly, efficiently, and effectively by becoming an insider and just taking people to the expert. You get over 100 hours of online archived health webinars. You get 4 live webinars a week. Gigantic bang for your buck. If there are people in your downline who've been on the fence, oh, I can't do that, it's too much money. Today, Cyber Monday, the yearly subscription is cut in half. Instead of $198, it's $98, $98.50, I think, something like that. Go on the website, check it out. If you are already a Dr. Glidden insider and you have people in your downline who you know would benefit from this subscription, well, hey, an early Christmas present for them, or have them buy it for themselves. Everybody's got an extra $100. They should. If you don't have an extra $100, you want to wonder what you're doing. And if you need extra cash, we can help you there too, because that's what we do. We help people to regain their health and regain their wealth. That's right. It's the 1-2 punch. Muhammad Ali's rope-a-dope. 1-2, baby. Health and wealth, health and wealth, health and wealth. Unless, of course, you're enrolled in your own poverty. Unless, of course, you're perfectly fine with having the bank own everything. Unless, of course, you're fine with limiting your dreams to fit your budget instead of growing your budget to fit your dreams. That's what we're about. And it's not an overnight pipe dream, magical mystery tour. It's not that, but what it is a good business model with hardly any upfront costs. Hardly any upfront costs. You become a longevity distributor and start making money for $10 sign up, $10. One-time sign-up fee, $10. You want to really get serious about it and have this replace your income so you can quit your job and become a full-time longevity worker and then create a revenue stream, that's unimaginable, that really will solidify your financial future and that of your children because it's a 100% inheritable asset. Let's say you start a longevity business today. Let's say you start a longevity business today and you work it for 10 years. Let's say you're 75 years old. Let's say you're 65 years old. Let's say you're 55 years old or 45. You work it for 10 years. And 10 years from now, you're making $500,000 a year. 10 years from now, you're making $400,000, $300,000 or $200,000, or even a measly $100,000 a year, which is doable easily inside of the dialogue of longevity. If you're coachable, if you're willing to work, if you're willing to do the work, it's called network marketing. Your market is huge. It's everybody in the world because everybody in the world is underneath the yoke of MD-directed medical therapeutics. Everybody needs your help. Everybody needs your help. So let's say you're making $300,000 a year and then, heaven forbid, the Grim Reaper shows up at your door for whatever reason and you kick it. Well, guess what? You can leave your longevity business to whomever you want and they continue to make the amount of money that you were making. Let's say you were making $30,000 a month. The month after your will gets sorted out, they get a check for $30,000, and they continue to get a check for $30,000 a month until it either runs out or they get smart and they become a student of network marketing and they pick up where you left off. You can create a dynasty. 3 generations of doing this, you'll be wealthier than your family will be wealthier than Ted Turner. Yeah, you got to have the long view in mind here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a slow burn. This is slow and steady wins the race. And for goodness sake, if you're in your 20s and you're not doing network marketing, there's something wrong with you. There is. And I'll tell you what it is that's wrong with you. You've been socialized to believe that you have to give colleges and universities $100,000 so you can get a degree so you can wait tables. And then you're going to owe $80,000. So then you're going to take any job that society has to throw at you because you got to pay the money back and you got to live in the meantime. And so then what are you going to do? You're going to try to go on American Idol? You're going to try to go on The Voice? That's why people do it. That's why people show up at those things. Because they're trying to, hit the magic number. It's like the lottery, man. It's like the lottery. Well, maybe you've got talent, maybe you don't, but it doesn't take talent to become a successful longevity person. It does not take talent to become a successful longevity person. It takes willingness and action. That's all that it takes. Willingness and action, willingness and action, willingness and action, over and over and over again, and life is good. And this is how we're going to change the world. We're busting people's mythology wide open about finances and busting people's mythology really wide open about what's going on with the pathogenesis of disease and your body's ability to fix itself. Your body's ability to fix itself is greater than anybody has let you believe. Let's go to Mississippi and see what Laverne's up to. Hey, Laverne, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great, but I'll get better. What's happening?
Well, I had 2 things, but I know you don't have time, so I need to get this question in for one of my clients. She has skin lupus, and she's been doing the Z-Radical, but she said she's not seeing any results just yet. She's been taking it since July, and she want to know was it something she's not taking, or she's not taking enough of it, or what?
Well, are you an insider yet? Have you become a subscriber to my website?
Not yet.
All right. I've got a really great video that I did, a webinar on lupus. They're really great. It's 45 minutes long. It talks all about it, tells people what they need to do, what from the naturopathic perspective, what we believe is the causative factor, and what we can do in real time to support and promote the body's ability to fix itself. You should really look into it. It's just $20 a month, and we've got a special today, $100 for a year. $100 a year. It's great. That's
okay.
That's what $8 a month. I mean, it's nonsense. It's not even. It's laughable how cheap it is. But in any event, I'll give you the short version.
Okay.
From our point of view, lupus is caused by all consistent consumption of the 10 bad foods. You're eating all the wrong food all the time. It's causing chronic levels of inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation in the body, chronic inflammation in the body, chronic tissue destruction in the body, and then the body, there's all this dead tissue in the body, and the body develops an antibody to try to clean house and get rid of the dead tissue. But
okay.
you're still eating all the wrong food all the time, so she has to stop eating the 10 bad foods.
Okay.
She has to take 1 bottle of selenium per 50 pounds of body weight per month. 1 bottle of selenium per 50 pounds of body weight per month. And she needs to do the anti-aging healthy start pack appropriate for body weight.
Okay.
She's got to stop the 10 bad foods, especially fried food, especially oil in a bottle, no more salad dressing. She can use vinegar. She can use lemon juice. She can use salt and pepper. She can use salad dressing that doesn't have oil in it. No more oil, no more fried food are the 2 big bad voodoo daddies from our point of view when it comes to lupus. She's got to clean up her diet, take some selenium, take the anti-aging healthy start pack appropriate for body weight, and give that a run for 6 months. She's got to try this on for 6 months. But, if somebody's got lupus, that means they've got a lot of other things going on as well that they've just gotten used to, right? Maybe she's got bad hot flushes or bad menstrual cramps or bad energy or bad sleep or bad sex drive or bad memory or bad appetite or constipation or diarrhea, or she can't walk more than 10 steps without having to catch a breath, whatever. Something else is going on. So what she needs to do is what you need to do. It's what I need to do. It's what everybody needs to do. We need to clean up our diet, fill the body's nutritional tank up, and then just pay attention to how we feel. Because once we dial it in, we're going to feel better, and then it's only a matter of time until the body takes us as far as the body can take us. All right, I'm good for question number 2, Laverne. Hit me.
Okay, well, I'm on the blood sugar pack, and I've been taking it ever since June, and mine just kind of been up and down, and I guess I probably still need to clean up my body too, because I'm still taking my other meds too.
Well, all right, so here's the deal. The only time that medical nutrition doesn't work is if you're not taking enough or you're not absorbing what you're taking.
Okay.
So you're probably still eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats, oil in a bottle, and fried food, right?
Occasionally. I kind of gotten away from the fried food some, but I still do it every now and then, so I need to get off that completely, right?
Yeah, and the biggest thing for you, Laverne, yes, that's correct. And also, you need to become gluten-free. You need to just stop eating bread that's made from whole wheat flour. You need to stop eating pasta that's made from whole wheat flour. You need to stop eating cookies and crackers and cakes and donuts and anything that's made from whole wheat flour. You just have to stop it.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean you can't eat bread, right? You can still eat bread and cakes and cookies and crackers, and you can have a pizza as long as it's gluten-free. So you have to learn how to become gluten-free. And I'm going to bet you 25 cents that once you become gluten-free, within 4 weeks, your blood sugars are going to get remarkably better within 4 weeks.
Okay.
That is the piece. Now, the other thing is, so here's what I would recommend. Go gluten-free for 4 weeks, see what happens to your blood sugar.
It's kind of hard in a little small town when you can't buy all this stuff.
No, it's not. It's not hard at all. It's because it's just a thing of stopping certain things. So you have the hamburger, not the bun.
Okay.
You have cornflakes for breakfast instead of Wheaties, right?
Okay.
You have the hot dog, not the bun. You have the baked chicken, not the breaded fried chicken. It's not that hard to do.
Okay.
The only real problem that we come up against here is bread and pasta. We eat a lot of bread in this country. We eat a lot of pasta. But you can go online, and in 5 minutes, you can have 25 different recipes for gluten-free bread. You can make it at home. You could make a loaf of gluten-free bread this afternoon if you wanted to. So where there's a will, there's a way. You can do it. And I'm telling you what, as God is my witness, once you stop eating that crap, your body is going to love it, and your body is going to reward you with all kinds of things. You're going to start to lose weight. You're going to start to get better energy, and your body's going to start absorbing the supplements better. Everything changes, Laverne, once you dial the diet in. So just trust me on this and do a good job with it. I know it seems difficult, right? Maybe for the first week or so it is. You just have to put your nose down and drive, baby, drive. You can do it. Keep up the good work, Laverne. Give me a call in a couple of weeks when you're gluten-free. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. Today is December 2nd, 2013. I'm back in the saddle, baby. Look out and give me a call, 866-582-9933. Let's go to Indianapolis, see what's shaking. Close out the first hour here. Someone's got a husband with emphysema. Good morning, Indianapolis. Afternoon, Indianapolis. You are live.
Hi. Hi, Dr. Glenn. This is Atoa Ryan.
Hello, Toa. Thanks for the phone call. How can I help?
Yes, I have 2 questions, please. My husband's got a bad case of emphysema, and he's always kind of dizzy and short of breath, and he's got high cholesterol, and he's got bad case of diarrhea all the time. So he's taken, I think, over 20 different pills.
Yeah, so he's got 20 different pills, and he feels like crap. Isn't that a great investment of money on his behalf?
Yeah, he feels like crap, exactly. And today, he was like ready to faint. I said, you need to check out this health nutritional, message from Dr. Glenn, but he doesn't want to. So I said, if you don't, you're going to die. So anyway, I just told him just like how you said it. And so that's why I'm calling to see he's agreed to take. I said, you need to try something different or you're in bad shape.
All right. So was he a smoker?
He used to be a smoker, so I guess that's where the emphysema came in. For a long time, he's quit for over 20 years.
All right, great. So there's one thing that you can do often with people that are dragging their heels like this, and, they're kind of on the other side of the fence, and, I don't really believe those crazy naturopaths, whatever. Often, just one product will help you get your foot in the door because it always works. It always makes people feel better 100% of the time. So here's what I would recommend you do for your husband just for 4 weeks. How much does he weigh?
I think he weighs about just a little under 200, about maybe 180, 190, yeah.
Okay, all right, great. So I'd like you to know, does he have a sweet tooth?
All the time, but he's cutting down because he's diabetic, too. He's
he's diabetic? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's what I want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get 2 bottles of the plant-derived minerals. 2 bottles... I'm sorry?
The plantar mineral?
Yeah, plant derived, D-E-R-I-V-E-D, minerals, plant-derived minerals. 2 bottles.
Okay.
And 1 bottle, or 2 bottles of EFA+. 2 bottles of EFA+. All right?
Okay.
I want you to give him 6 of the EFAs a day. I want you to give him 2 with breakfast, 2 with lunch, 2 with dinner.
Okay.
And I want you to give him 1 ounce of the plant minerals twice a day. 1 ounce of the plant minerals twice a day.
Okay, 1 ounce of plant mineral a day. Okay.
Twice a day.
Okay, twice a day. And
now, this is just to help him feel a little bit better.
Okay.
So he will be encouraged to do the full program. Let me tell you what the full program is, okay?
Okay.
The full program for him, how much does he weigh? A little under 200, did you say?
Yeah, about 190. Yeah, roughly around there.
All right, so the full program for him would be 2 healthy blood sugar packs.
Healthy, okay.
2 healthy blood sugar packs.
Okay.
4 bottles of selenium. 4 bottles of selenium.
Okay.
And 2 bottles of plant-derived minerals a month.
And 2 bottles of plant-derived minerals. Okay.
Yeah, that's the full boat program. I don't think he's going to want to do the full boat program up front. So just give him the minerals and the EFAs for a couple weeks, because that will make him feel better, and then perhaps it will encourage him to go on our program. Now, he has to also stop eating the 10 bad foods. Are you familiar with that list, the 10 bad foods?
Yeah.
All right. He has to stop. If he stops eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats within a couple of weeks, I'm guessing the diarrhea is going to get much better if it doesn't go away all by itself. He got to stop eating the 10 bad foods. Give him those supplements. Keep your fingers crossed. And call me back in a couple of weeks. Maybe we can bring him in like a big fish, a little bit at a time. Okay. Thanks, Toa. Appreciate the help. Ladies and gentlemen, hour 2 coming up. Today is December 2nd, 2013, and I am Dr. Peter Glidden. Happy to be back. Stick around.